Okay. Are we live? Let's find out. Let's see if we're actually live or not. Okay, excellent connection, it says. What I'm gonna do is, let me go into the onto the YouTube app and see if we're live from there. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, view channel. Oh my gosh, it's so windy here, so I apologize if the sound is a little bit windish because it's crazy out here. Live stream is 5:25. Oh, here we go. Are we live on there? 25p. Why am I not seeing the live? What's going on? Okay, let me go. Ha! We are. Look at that. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. So I figured, let me give this live stream thing another go today. It's a different location. It's mad windy out here, so I really do apologize if the sound is a little bit like, if it's like washed out with the wind and stuff. So once again, I'm tethered to my iPhone 11. It's a 4G iPhone, but the connection here is quite strong. It's like, pretty much full bar. I'm in Greenwich by the O2, and it's a beautiful sunny day, but I'm telling you people, man, it's kind of cold. So winter is definitely just around the corner. But anyway, I just thought, you know what, let me just go live once again. Just try to see how stable this live stream can actually be at different locations and stuff. So if you're new here, if it's your first live stream with me, well, I'm streaming this on my Panasonic LUMIX S5iix. And this camera has like a built-in live streaming feature, which I think is absolutely amazing. And for these kind of like walk around live streams, I think it's absolutely insane. So that's why I bought this camera. I used to have like a Sony A7 IV before. That too did have a live streaming feature, but for the life of me, I could never get that damn thing to work. So so I sold it and got this instead. And I will say in the beginning, I couldn't get this to work either. But now it just works like a dream. And this setting is the lowest quality setting at that 4 megabits per second or megabytes per second, whatever, which is not very high. And also, resolution wise, we're looking at 720p, people. 720p is less than full, like HD at 1920 by 1080. But I think for these kind of live streams, I think it's fine. I do wish it was more like full fat 1080, but you can't have everything, Even better if it was 4K, but like they say, you can't have everything. So the O2, for these guys who want to know, those spikes over there, can you guys, hold on a second, can you see the spikes over there? Yeah, that's where the O2 is, but we're not going that way today. Because I gotta head back, head back this way. So if you have any questions and stuff, obviously do let me know and stuff. And I do plan to do more live streams like this, just walking around with my camera. And I really enjoy that experience. And also the quality of the image coming out of this is kind of nice. So that background should look very nice and blurry. So I'm using, what's it called? The Sigma f2.8 16 to 28 millimeter lens. I wish it was a 16 to 35, but it's not. So it's gonna have to be 16 to 28, which I think is not too bad. For these kind of live streams, you can zoom in a little bit. And this is pretty wide as well for like streaming. I think it's absolutely lovely. So I tried live streaming on Saturday. That went south real quick because I unfortunately forgot to fully charge my wireless receiver, which died midstream. So I was talking, but you guys couldn't hear anything. So let me just check my comments just in case I'm missing some stuff. Wow. How do I get... Let me see if I can go live, see my live stream on the YouTube app. For some reason, it's not working. Let me quit and then reopen and see if that makes a difference. Bada bing, bada boom. View channel, live stream. Hang on a second, I just seen it right there. I swear I just saw live there for a second. Let me just have a look. For some reason, I'm live, but it's not actually showing the live. When I click on the live icon, nothing's happening. Why is that? Okay, let me go into the YouTube Studio app. Wow. Open the YouTube Studio app. I'm learning something new every single time I'm trying to use this damn thing, man. Open. For some reason, I can only see the live stream if I open Safari and I open YouTube, but not the YouTube app. So I can't really see if I got any comments there or not, because I don't know why these things are so this complicated, man. But anyway, so if anyone is interested in doing live streams like this, yeah, hit me up, man. Leave me a comment or whatever, and I try and transfer what I know from using this camera to anyone else who wants to know as well. I also learned a lot of things here about live streaming and how complicated it can actually be. Now, I'm very aware this works really, really well where the signal is nice and strong. But what would be ideal is if there was a way to somehow bond like two or more like a phone or Wi-Fi signals, so you have a stronger, wider channel to like basically, you know, push the data through. But I don't know of any other way to do this on my phone other than there's an app called Speedify. You can basically tether your phone to another phone and then bond the two like phones together to give it like a wider path for the data. The downside is the way this camera works is it needs to also connect via Wi-Fi and Bluetooth to your phone. But if your phone is connected to another phone via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, it doesn't give you any other option to basically bond those two signals to be able to get a better signal bonding to stream. So that kind of kills that option. So I'm looking into wireless routers and stuff like that. Hopefully there's a wireless router out there by Netgear or like some other company that lets you put like two, let's say, phone SIMs in that will bond the two SIMs together to give you more data. I don't know if that's possible or not, but I'm still doing some research into that. If that is possible, that would be so freaking amazing, yeah? Because all you need is this and a hotspot, and bada bing, bada boom, you can go live pretty much anywhere. So if anyone knows of such a solution, please let me know, because right now, if the signal went down, the whole live stream is just like, it's gone, it's dead. And there's nothing I can do. There's no fallback or like fall safe option to fall back on. But yeah, so hopefully there is a solution. If not, I looked into another solution by a company called YOLO Live. They do these boxes that basically allow you to, you plug it into the HDMI of your camera, which means one extra box, which means more things to carry. But the beauty is, it's a bigger screen. I think they do one that's like 8-inch. There's an 11, and then there's like a 13-inch. I think for me, like the 8-inch is ideal. Problem is, it does not do bonding. So which means I'll have to get the 11-inch version, which is bigger and it's heavier. It's got built-in battery and stuff, and you can also stream to multiple platforms all at the same time. Downside is more things to carry. On the plus side, there's an option to use a SIM and to bond with like your phone and other devices to give you like a better, stronger signal. So that option is available to me. So if I cannot find a wireless router with bonding, then I look into the YOLO Live Extreme box, which costs 1,300, I think like £70 in the UK. That's crazy. Which is kind of nuts when you think about it. So yeah, that is my live streaming journey so far. And let me know what you guys think of these, the quality of this live stream so far. Have you seen any jumps and cuts and pauses and stuff? Because that happened quite a bit yesterday when I tried to live stream at 50p instead of 25p. So yeah, do let me know and stuff. But from what I can see right now, actually not right now because I can't see anything. Let me just check my phone again. Wow, my battery's gonna die. I got 6% battery on my iPhone. God damn. This cold just kills the batteries like you not believe. But I'm gonna say the signal looks absolutely beautiful, man. Oh my God. Saying that, Oh, it is working. It looks absolutely insane. The only thing is I can't see any comments and stuff. So if you did leave a comment, I'll respond to it a little bit later. Yeah, I will say this camera is not very small. It's actually quite heavy. Whew. Holding your arm for a long time, it gets heavy pretty quick. Especially when you add the lens to the weight as well. And then the tiny little microphone on the top. Things get heavy real quick. But yeah, this is my setup right now. And I love the way the image looks and stuff. The quality is not the highest in terms of like resolution, but I think 720p is fine for walking about, live streams and stuff like that. Panasonic, if you're listening, yeah, next time please give us the option to manually adjust the bit rate, because right now it's kind of like a set. So if I want to stream at 50p, you get 8 megabits per second. If when I like stream at 720p, the lowest is 4 megabits. There's no way for me to adjust the quality level, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. But I'm not going to complain too much, because even at 4 megabits per second, yeah, the quality is pretty good. It's not too bad. And also Panasonic, give us the option to also record the footage on the camera while you also stream. That would just be absolutely insane. Why is that an option? I'm asking too much. Anyway, people, I want to say thank you for watching, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. Bada bing, bada boom. So I've actually proved that this system does work when the signal is strong enough. And here in Greenwich, the signal is pretty good, and nothing has dropped yet, at least. I haven't seen any signals drop and stuff. I'll obviously review the footage later, rewatch the live stream, and see if there were any issues. But it just seems like it's just been working seamlessly since I started streaming. I've not seen any drop frames or anything like that since I started. We got a G-Wagon. Those are so cool. See, being able to do this is pretty dope. Zoom, zoom out. The G-Wagon, yeah, you hear it before you actually see it. Crazy. Hey, come on, look. It's almost October. Well, it's almost October. It is October, but look, we still got flowers. What's going on? Like this late in the year, we still got flowers? That's kind of mad. Very, very strange. But yeah, the weather is doing a madness. And also, I just learned today, yeah, Jamaica is going to be going through some kind of crazy hurricane, yeah? It's apparently the worst hurricane they've ever had, the worst recorded. And it's going to be landing like at some time like in the morning in Jamaica. That's going to be insane, man. I hope everyone's going to be okay, because that's wild. They're going to get like a meter of rain. Can you imagine a meter of rain? That is crazy. Like winds of like 175 miles an hour. I cannot imagine what that is like. Anyway. Yeah, I hope everyone's going to be okay with that. But I'll be watching the news later, and I'll see how that, how that went down and stuff. But we're so lucky here in the UK, we don't get hurricanes like that. We do get some hurricanes and stuff, but nowhere near as crazy as that. The question is, what is causing these hurricanes and crazy weather? I don't know, like climate change? Who knows? Because it just seems to be more prevalent these days than it used to be. But who knows? But anyway, I'm just rambling a little bit because I don't know why. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Subscribing if you haven't already. And yeah, see you in the next live stream, which might be somewhere in Oxford Circus and stuff. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Bada bing, bada boom. Peace out, people. Whoo!